Hello, Taurus. How are you? My name is Lauren. This is the Untitled Tarot. We're figuring out who we are, what we're doing on this thing called life together. I was sitting in your energy for a little bit. You know, my perfect little earth signs. You guys are feeling pretty grounded. You guys are feeling pretty resolute. I'm not feeling a lot of emotional shakeups, so that's good. I'm sorry about the hood, but it's very cold down here today, which I thought was interesting because it's usually cold down here, but today I'm noticing how cold it is. I feel like extra cold down here, but it's not extra cold outside. So it has me thinking, are you guys feeling a little left out in the cold? Have you put somebody out in the cold? You put a situation on ice for a little bit, given the circumstances? Or I heard bull in a pen. Bull in a pen. Do you feel like you're in a pen? Have you put somebody in a pen? I'm hearing like, I'll deal with this later. I'll deal with you later. You putting something on ice, you're gonna go back to it in a little bit and reassess. There's a lot of things that we've been putting on ice lately, given the situation going on in the world, a little bit out of our hands. But it feels like you're not, doesn't feel like a tower moment for you. It doesn't feel like overly shooken up. So it seems like you don't really want to work with a program, or my hands are just frozen down here. That's probably it. All right, let's see. Source, thank you for being with us here today. As always, thank you for your love, your blessings, your protection, your guidance, your messages, every day, every way, always. Thank you for connecting with me. Thank you for helping me connect with Taurus, see what our little bulls in a little pen need to be doing. This one? Oh, it's yelling at me. Oh, I'm using The Good Tarot by Colette Baron-Reid. That's what I'm using today, which is different than what I've been using. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna use whatever you guys are asking me to use for you. Part of me doesn't like that because I'm like, I should use the same deck for everyone, you know? But you don't all want the same deck. Like, you all are asking for different things. So I'm not, you know, it's Untitled. I'm not going to put you in a box. I'm not going to tell you that you have to use that one tarot deck. For Earth, you want to use the Good Tarot. Eight of Earth. Oh, my Lord. Okay. Did something flip over? I felt like something flipped over. It did not. It did not flip over. I suspected this. So right up here, this is you sitting in your 4 of Earth, your 8 of Earth, right? So you're sitting in your little happy place, very grounded, very grounded. You have things that you're working on. You probably are all stocked up on your creature comforts. You're like, you know what? I'm a Taurus. Tell me I gotta stay home. Tell me that you closed the gym. I didn't even want to go to the gym. This is perfect. I've been waiting to finish that puzzle, whatever it is. And then your next 3 cards that you have out, I probably should show these to you, right? People like to see. People like to see the cards, right? 4 Earth, 8 of Earth, Taurans. You're very creature comfort kind of people. You're like, I'm gonna stay home in my jams and I'm gonna listen to my music and I'm not gonna deal with this. I'm gonna deal with this later. It feels more like you're putting something or someone or a situation on ice, but the energies could be flipped. And your next 3 cards out, you have the Moon, Secrets. You have the 4 Air, taking a little time out for yourself, maybe not totally explaining to someone or something or the situation why you're putting them on ice. You could just say it's the coronavirus, you have to isolate. But with this 10 of fire, it looks like you got a pretty good reason for whatever it is, or you feel like you have a very good reason. You're very passionate about the reason for putting all of this on ice. And maybe you're not sharing that. It's possible. And then next you have the 6 of water, which in this deck comes to me more as like a yearning than like the traditional 6 of cups in like the regular tarot. That is more about like family and creating a home. This is almost like a yearning for wanting that, which is why maybe you have been sitting here creating that for yourself. And then you have this temptation, you know, like potentially you are very tempted to go back in and let somebody out of the pen, or you very much want to be let out of the pen, be taken off that ice, heat that back up, maybe use a little devil energy to do it, you know? But it seems like you don't really want to do that. You're taking the time. You're like, I don't even know how to let somebody out of the pen right now. I don't even know how to get let out of the pen right now. So I'm just gonna sit here in my little Taurus happy place. Like, I almost see like a bull, like, and has to like sit down, you know, or like a little kid, like, well, fine. I'll just sit here then. It's like being in a timeout. You put somebody in a timeout. Somebody put you in a timeout. You're not loving it, but you're trying. It looks like somebody's trying to work the program. 8 of air, thinking about things, trying to let go of those little stresses. I'll deal with this later. It feels very resolute, like you're just like unbothered. You're like, I'm not gonna let this bother me. I'm not gonna let this bother me. I'm in my happy little place. 8 of fire. Nope, I'm gonna have all these little lights just shining around me. Nope, I'm gonna sit on my panda. Don't look at me. Nothing to see here, folks. I'll talk to you when I'm ready. I said what I said. Page of water. I hear I'm not doing this anymore. You want something new. Can it be unthawed? So maybe you're really trying to like figure out if this is something that after you get done sitting in your little 4 of swords, like taking your time out for yourself and really thinking and sitting in your happy place, if you feel any differently, if this is a situation that can be thought out. You got a bunch that just came out. Queen of air, because you're cutting shit out. You're like, nope, not dealing with it. See you later. 8 of water. So that's 8 of cups. Looking for your other options. You're like, maybe you might just leave this cube in the tray, get a new tray, fill that up. Hermit. See, you're like, nope. It's like she's like behind this door, this hermit door. She's like, don't come in. Don't come in. I'll deal with you later. Please stop knocking. I don't know why I feel the need to move all of these out of the way. That's very weird. Oh, maybe for this, the messenger of fire. You gonna get a passionate message? Are you gonna come in and give somebody a passionate message? You gonna burn them up? You're not gonna thaw them out? You're just gonna completely melt them? I don't know why I feel the need to shuffle. This girl, it's like she's looking at everything else in the spreads. It's like almost like a prepare to attack. Should I? Should I? It's almost like, do you know what this feels like? This feels like whoever is in the pen, whether it's you or it's the opposite energy, is sitting there wondering if they should charge the gates. They're not gonna let me out. I'm gonna let myself out. King of Earth. Somebody's busting out. And they're doing it with a lot of passion. They're doing it with a lot of love. It's like a breakout for freedom. Oh. You got the Ace of Air. Freedom. What sets you free? The truth. Queen of Water. Two kings and one queen. Interesting, interesting. This is about you being in alignment with your head and your heart and what you're feeling, that your emotions are not overwhelming how you're feeling about the situation, and your head also isn't, you're not getting too caught up in your thoughts. That this is you being very, very balanced as this is approaching you. This seems very logical and stable. Seems very passionate. Seems like it's trying to come in like a warm hug. But it might come in too hot. It might come in too hot, especially if it's been in the pen. But the next two cards you have out are Strength and the Sun. You have the friggin' Sun, guys. So it's gonna take a lot of strength for you. And I love the way that these look, right? Look at this. Look how beautiful it is. And it's almost like, oh my God, I don't have enough hands. I don't have enough hands, but I'm gonna do it because I'm so stubborn. I'm so stubborn. Look at how it looks like she's looking at this message that's being brought to her by either two separate kings, but I think it's the same person or the same situation, opportunity, whatever it is. It's like she's like in conversation, perhaps with her higher self. Perhaps she's looking at whatever this message is. Maybe it's a letter, maybe it's a text, maybe it's a little quarantine FaceTime. I don't know, but really looking at this person who has been left out in the cold for a while and using all of her emotions, wanting to have something that's very truthful and very honest, no bullshit, my little balls, and knowing that she has the strength to make that decision. Whatever it is, this could be a job that maybe now there's an opportunity for you that you have time to sit and really think, or do an online program that helps you get a promotion or be able to move departments or move into a different career or category. It could play out in a lot of different ways, but your strength will bring you the sun. It looks like you will. I mean, you have the moon here, so that's a lot of secrets. So I don't know if we're gonna have time to really get into, this seems like a whole unearthing. But you're strong enough within your emotions, within yourself. You know what you want. You will make the right choice. It will bring you happiness. Two of Earth. You're not quite sure right now, but you will. Three Earth. Because you want to build something. You do. It's teamwork, it's collaboration. Looking at things in a new way, a new perspective. A new perspective can change everything. A change of perspective is what takes you from resenting to forgiving. That's just a perspective change. That's all that is. And then you have the Six of Air, and then you have the Two of Air. This is you getting a little, you might be a little in your head. I think you had the Queen of Swords somewhere floating around here. You did. I said there was only one queen. I was lying. The Queen of Swords floating around here. This is you up here trying to cut out maybe excess noise in your head. And this is why you've put this situation, like, I'm going to deal with this person. I'm going to deal with this relationship. I'm going to deal with this work issue later. I'm gonna sit home for the next 2 weeks and be quarantined and sit in my little happy place and just my little Eight of Pentacles, work on my little projects, things I got going on, and clear my energy, realign myself so I can look at the situation again with a new set of eyes, where I don't feel like I have to be so defensive and cutting things out so much. It's 5 of air. You're trying to keep some of your emotions out of it. But you are the Queen of Water. You're not out of control. So for an earth sign, it might be uncomfortable for you as an earth sign to be dealing with so many emotions, which is why you got up in your head and threw somebody on ice. 4 of water. You're not really that cold. You're not frozen solid. It can be thawed, potentially. I mean, who the hell knows? People do crazy stuff. Free will is like it's a whole thing. But this is you really wanting something. It's like she's holding these little pearls underneath the ocean. Once you're able to cut out all this clutter in your head, you'll be able to go inside and find that emotional balance that you need to figure out what are the pearls that are actually important to me. And then you have the two of water. It's the 2 of cups, your little soulmate card. And then you have the 3 of fire. Look at you, forging ahead. Forging ahead. A new perspective can take you miles. And vice versa, you could be put on ice and somebody's really taking on a new perspective about you. They're seeing you in a new light after some time of really realizing that they want an honest start, like a real honest beginning for themselves. Page of Earth. And something that's stable, something that can be counted on. Magician. And they're manifesting it. Or you're bringing it in, you're trying. It's like this girl and this guy, they're just going for it. I don't really know where we're going, but I have a feeling that I'm gonna know what it feels like when I hit the right beach. And then you have the World. And the 10 of Cups. So, I mean, you could just put this all to rest. Start fresh, get on your little boat, manifest a whole new thing. Or sometimes there is some magic in looking at things in a different way. What's the difference between an ending and a beginning? A perspective change. 10 of Cups. There is emotional fulfillment. It's all about you. It's about getting your head and your heart and that gut instinct, your intuition, getting it all aligned. Because then you can really manifest what you want. Then what is really meant for you can authentically be attracted to you because you're drawing it in from an authentic place. 2 of Fire. Which way to go? Either way, you have your lantern to light your path. You're gonna know what to do, but you gotta get aligned first. Feels like you're close. You're an earth sign, so you're already pretty grounded. It's all the other feels that are making you feel 5 of Fire, making you feel a little grumpy, a little bit like I'll deal with you later. She does not look pleased. She does not look pleased. And look at her, she's adorable. Look at her. She's got fire. She's got like butterflies. She's got an adorable little outfit. Like she's got a flower crown. Like she's doing good. Sorry about my janky nails. Like she's doing good. She looks unhappy. She looks a little bit like, you know what? I'll deal with you later. So, anything else? Anything else? No. Maybe. Okay. I'm gonna pull an oracle card. We're gonna do an animal one. Okay, we're gonna do this one. Is that right? No, that's not right. This is right. Yeah. This is the Unknown Animal Oracle deck by, who does this? Kim Kranz. Kim Kranz does this. This deck's very special to me, Taurus. I love my little bulls. I do. Tauruses are very special to me. My sister's a Taurus. One of my very good friends is a Taurus. I like Taurus people. I do. I'm a homebody. I get it. Catch me in my jams. Oh my God. You got a lot more than I was expecting. Okay. Oh, you got the beaver energy. We love the beaver energy in this house. Yes. Look, this is like a perfect little Taurus card. You're just doing your thing. This is a very loyal card. This is about family-oriented, hardworking, working through projects. So this is, I feel like for me, is very representative of you working through your stuff. If this is a situation where you're dealing with another person, you're probably mirroring each other in the sense that you're both working through a lot of stuff. And it seems like whatever this work is with the sea serpent, it is divinely guided work. I can't necessarily see in here if you're this is your twin flame or whatever you want to call it, but whatever this situation is, or this timeout or this pause, it seems like it is divinely inspired to give you this time to come back home to yourself, to realign and figure out what you want to work on. And then with that, you have the eagle, freedom. The truth will set you free, what you really want, you know? This is also indicative of fast-moving energies coming in towards you, messages followed up immediately by a cheetah. Look at it. It's like they're going head to head. Are you this cheetah? Are you this eagle? They're coming in for each other, though. And you know what the devil's in? You had this temptation card before. Well, you know what they say the devil is in? The details. The details in your mind, your perspective, how you approach, how you deal, how we respond, not how we react. And that's going to make the difference in how this plays out. Nightingale, sing your song, speak your truth. Fish. What's the symbol for Pisces? Two fish swimming in opposite directions, right? But they create the perfect yin and yang. It's like this world. Endings and beginnings. Perspective change. Go with the flow of your emotions because you will not drown in them. You're going to be okay. You might even find somebody else to swim with. Maybe. Just maybe. So that is what I have for you today, Taurus. I hope that this was helpful and this found you well, these messages. Stay strong. You're doing good. Go in and do the work. You got this time out. You have your creature comforts. So go do it. If you need anything, I'm here. I'll see you later. Goodbye.